So the OnePlus 12R may be one of the best phones of the year. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. We have the OnePlus 12R in the studio finally, and a huge shout out to OnePlus for actually sending this device out for review. They did not pay me for the review, they just asked me to give my honest opinions on this device, and we're going to be doing that in this video right here. So first and foremost, this device is actually going to be retailing for the base version of this model for $499, but the great thing is if you go to oneplus.com, they're actually offering a deal where you can get $100 off of this device, where you can trade in any device in any condition, which is a super great deal. So definitely go ahead and check out the link in the description down below, because you guys may be able to pick up the base version of this device for $399, and for what you get on this device is actually pretty crazy. So as I told you guys, this device retails the base version for $499. They actually sent me the 16 gigabyte version, so this comes in either 8 gigabytes of RAM or 16 gigabytes of RAM, and either 128 or 256 gigs of storage. You get that extra 128 gigabytes of internal storage and that extra 8 gigabytes of RAM by paying $100 more. So this variant is $100 more. This is going to be the $599 variant retail, and you can save $100 on this version as well if you guys go ahead and use that link. But with this, you get some crazy stuff inside of here. So first and foremost, as far as their build goes, we get a Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for the front display. We also have an aluminum frame and a glass back on this device. Secondly, we have an IP64 waterproof and dustproof resistance. It's not IP68, but a lot of the time they don't want to pay for the certification because it's a lot of money. But as long as you're not dropping the phone in the pool or anything like that, you should be 100% good. As far as the display goes, we have an LTP04 AMOLED display, 120 Hz refresh rate, HDR10+, Dolby Vision, and get this, a 4500 peak nit brightness. So 4500 nits peak. This is absolutely insane. This is one of the brightest displays I've ever seen. Also, our operating system is going to be Android 14 on Oxygen OS 14, and if you guys don't know already, we have 5 years of security patches and 4 years of operating system updates. So you guys are going to be up to date with this device, so there's no worries right there. And something that's super impressive in this phone as far as specifications go, we actually have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 inside of here. So we have a very decent processor inside of here, a flagship level processor inside of here. And considering many people are getting this device for $399, that's pretty crazy stuff. This also has a huge 5500 milliamp battery inside of here. We get a 100-watt wired charge inside this device as well. And in this device, we actually get a charging brick, which is absolutely crazy in 2024, right? And we can get with that charging brick from 1 to 100% in 26 minutes as advertised, which is absolutely insane. But let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful phone right here. So inside the box, we have our quick start guide. We have a thank you card right here, our safety guide, our membership card, which is pretty cool. I don't know where that went. I think it fell out. And of course, we have some stickers inside of here as well. Okay, so there's our card right there with the Red Cable Club card. Make sure to check this out. This is actually pretty cool. And of course, last but not least, we have our SIM ejector tool. Also inside the box, we have the phone. This one's going to come in iron gray, but they do have another color called cool blue. But we'll take a look at this color in a second. And this is going to be our Super Vogue charger that's going to be rated at 100 watts max. And of course, the last thing we're going to see in here is USB Type-C to USB-A. And that is all we have in the box. All right, y'all, so we have the phone right here. We're gonna go and take a look at this real quick. And of course, as I said before, this is the iron gray color. Looks really nice, really doesn't leave fingerprints or anything like that, so that's cool. And we have that shiny emblem right there with the +1. And there's not really any letters or anything like that, so a very sexy rear looking phone. Also, this doesn't look like really anything else in the American market right now. So if you are walking down the street with this phone, or you're around friends with this phone, it's going to look pretty abnormal or look pretty weird to everybody else. So it's definitely different but it looks super sexy. And as far as our camera setup goes, we have a triple camera setup on the rear right here. Of course, we have the flash right here. Of course, our main camera is going to be a 50 megapixel wide angle camera. That's going to be a PDAF camera. It's going to have laser focus and OIS. Our secondary is going to be an 8 megapixel camera, ultra wide, and our third is going to be a 2 megapixel macro. And this is going to be able to shoot at 4K 60 frames per second max. And we're going to go and test that out later, but it should be pretty good. Now, the right side of the phone, of course, we have the volume up and down rocker, and just below that, we have the power button. Top of the phone, something very rare that we hardly ever see, of course, is our IR blaster. So we can use this to turn on and off fans and TVs and a bunch of other electronic devices. We also have our noise canceling mic right there. And left side of the phone, another thing that we don't usually see, especially on Android phones, is a mute switch, so we can go up and down from silent, from ringer to mute to silent to vibration. So that's really cool, really nice to have that on here. Definitely cool to have something physical in 2024. Bottom of the phone, we have, of course, our SIM tray. In the middle, we have our USB Type-C charging port, and of course, on the right side, we have our speaker. And this device is going to have stereo speakers, so the other speaker is going to be at the top of the phone right there. And of course, we are going to have a front-facing camera. Kind of hard to see it right there, but this is going to be a 16 megapixel wide angle camera capable of recording video at 1080p 30 frames per second. So that's going to be at the top right there. It kind of has like a hole punch design on it, if you guys can't see that. All right, guys, so this is how the UI is going to look. And if you guys aren't used to Oxygen OS or Color OS, this is how it looks. It actually looks pretty cool. It is very different compared to many other operating systems. Of course, we have One UI with Samsung. Of course, we have Apple devices that look way different, but this is cool. It's definitely super refreshing. Of course, we're gonna have a stock Android type of feel with it as well. But in my opinion, this looks very nice, and the OS is running extremely smooth with that 120 hertz refresh rate on here. But definitely liking what I'm seeing so far. Definitely bright display. Big, beautiful display as well, and we have some very thin bezels on this phone as well, so definitely liking what I'm seeing. Of course, you guys can change the buttons at the bottom of the phone as well if you guys would like to do so, if you guys would like to use gestures. First and foremost, let's go to our drop down bar menu right here just to show you guys what we have. Of course, running the latest Android software, Android 14. Of course, we have our mobile data, our flashlight. We have our wallet right there, so we have NFC in this device, which means you can use Google Pay on here, so really cool that we have that. We have our eye comfort, our quick share, link to Windows is on here as well, our nature tone, our dark mode, native screenshot and screen recorder, NFC, security, a personal hotspot inside of here as well, and you can screencast straight from there as well. So nice to see all that stuff in here. We did take a look at the camera a little bit earlier. This is a picture of my cat. It's actually a really good camera, guys. It's a super good camera. This, of course, is the bokeh effect or the bokeh effect, and it looks really good. Looks super clear. Definitely colors look true to life, so I'm happy to see that on here. With many other devices, it seems to be too punchy and stuff, but this camera is extremely solid, guys. I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far with this, especially if you guys are going to get the $500 variant and save that $100, or you're going to trade in another device and get the phone for even cheaper. It's a hell of a camera so far for this price tag. Really like what I'm seeing. But that's how the camera is going to look. I did take a little 4K video earlier, but we're gonna do a camera review and everything else on this later. So if you guys want to see more videos on this, let me know in the comment section down below. Let's go ahead and look at the video and of course the sound on this and call it a day. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and turn this sound all the way up and hear how this sounds.
My fault, I didn't notice it was out of place. You painted fairy tales on the wall.
So that is how the audio sounds on the OnePlus 12R. Very, very nice audio on this. Very crisp, very clear, and very loud as well. So super decent speaker on here. Definitely flagship level type stuff right here. Alright guys, so as you know, we do this 4K video test always on each phone. And as you guys can see, we can watch YouTube videos in 21p 60 frames per second HDR. So this is how it's going to look for that right now. Let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah guys, so at every single angle on this phone looks great. The colors look amazing on here. The screen is bright, super vivid. You guys are going to have an excellent time. This is definitely of flagship level, viewing level for videos and stuff like that. So really, really nice looking display on here, especially for the price tag. Great stuff, OnePlus. You guys did a great job on the display. But yeah guys, that was my unboxing and first impressions on the OnePlus 12R. From what I've seen so far, this is probably going to be one of the best, if not the best, mid-range of 2024. So really great stuff right here. From what I've seen so far, I can definitely recommend this device, and even more so if you get that $100 discount by trading in your device. I'm super surprised so far from what OnePlus brought with the OnePlus 12R. This is an amazing phone so far. Great speakers, great processor inside of here. With the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, I haven't really had any issues with this. And even with the back of the phone and the look of this, it looks elegant, looks sexy, and it's definitely super refreshing. Even the operating system as well, super refreshing operating system. So if you guys want something a little bit different, if you guys want a flagship style phone for a mid-range price, I can definitely recommend the OnePlus 12R. But yeah guys, I'll be making more videos on this. This isn't my full review. This was merely my first impressions. We'll be doing gaming videos and a bunch of stuff like that later. But if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments section down below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below, as well as subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you guys want to see more videos like this. This has been Safon from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.